So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's managed to get free. It's a pretty loose pass. Makaleli tries to play it through. Albert Ferrer kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's really well cleared. Messi. And here's Aguero.
Aguero really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again,
And Aubameyang!
can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Yamal running with intent. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Zanetti. Oh, that's delightful. It's played through for him. Now he's running away. Real chance! Goal! Manchester United! The first significant strike. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And the shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
France really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Dani Olmo getting this one clear. Yamal. And now they can spring out of defence. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, he was clearly... Rice! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Jordi Alba, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Makaleli. Taken back almost at once. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Picked out, shoots! Off the post! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
There will be 1 minute at a
So
time.
that's two now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in every...
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 10, Yamal.
So we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And here's Aubameyang. This looks promising. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And this is Aguero. It's Aguero! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And here's Mbappe. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. France perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now, can they get him away? He might be in here! Messi! Oh, it's hit the post! That's put paid to the danger. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Vieira gets on his bike and on the move. Aubameyang being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into...
And he shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That is good alertness. Quality ball. Mbappe. That's been cut out, well played. Haaland. And here's Messi. And he's in on, there's the shot! It's in! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So we have movement on both benches. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Looking for the run.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's Son Heung-min! And a truly agonising miss.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Corner number 2 then. Gets his head on! It's hit the upright. Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Chiellini clearly knows that he let himself down there. He'd like another pop at that one, but that's not how it works.
It's a searching pass.
Manchester United can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock.
He's having a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Mateus actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Bullish header! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Vieira is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
De Paul into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Chiellini, Makaleli, and that will be the final act. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against France.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running.
Well, Wayne Rooney's role today will be crucial. We all know of his qualities as a goal scorer, but a lot's going to be expected from his creativity too. It's very rare for a striker to have such wonderful vision.
Yeah, he's a player whose performances always have an influence on the game one way or another.
Yeah, he's...
Deco! They want to be quick to recover this. It's a throw-in. Tries to pass it through. Messi. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Aguero. Azar. And he's in on goal. It's Aguero! Goal, France! And we have liftoff. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 11, Sergio Aguero.
So, a breakthrough already. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Aguero. Messi. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Aim forwards. Tries to play it through. That is good alertness. Keeper's got good distance on that. Now it's Aguero. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Makaleli. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Pinches it off him. Rooney looking sharper, more menacing with every chance that comes his way.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Zanetti. De Ligt. And it's Rijkaard. Aubameyang. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Deco. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous! Aguero! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Saka, driving on and making good progress. Has a look and plays it forward. Rijkaard. And it's Deco. Great vision. Azar. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked it up out wide. Defending of the... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
France are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Substitution for Inter, number 23, Rooney.
So right back into the action.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Makalele, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Messi goes for a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Saka can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. He has found the way through. He's being urged to shoot, produces a cross, and he's taking no chances there. And he's being shifted off it. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently... It's Lampard! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Lampard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Aguero, Deco.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just...
Great chance! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Great ball, and the finish! And one more try! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And here's Owen. Owen. Now, can they get him away? Short changes him with that pass. Now there's a fine ball. Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Chance for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
A case now of complete control. It's a promising position. He's gone for goal! And with that, the end. France looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proved positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Driving on and making good progress. And here's Aubameyang.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's Dembele! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Messi. And it's Messi. Chiellini gives no quarter whatsoever. That's an imaginative pass. Hazard. It's gone out for a throw-in. France, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Threads one in. Chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And it's Hazard, looking for options for movement. Messi! And that is doing no harm at all. And here's Dembele. Hazard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And he's only too happy to take that back. Eto'o. De Bruyne. Tries to play it through. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Messi, and it's Aubameyang. Aubameyang stood his ground strongly. Goes down, but nothing given. Knocks it into space. Look at the space. Oh, shooting chance! Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The chance to break through. He scores for sure! Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, big chance! And that's a good finish. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
France restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And here's Eto'o. Oh, now he can run away with it. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. So straight into the second half. Now that looks a decent ball, spread neatly, and it's safely in the keeper's hands. Messi. And now the breakaway. Aimed beyond the defence. Desai. Zanetti. De Bruyne. And this is Eto'o. It's played through for him. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Los Angeles clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Zanetti. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And this is... It's Eto'o! And yes, it's there! And they get themselves in front! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And needless to say, that deserved better.
Aguero has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Substitution for France, number 19.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Aubameyang. Number 11, Aguero. Number 23, Matthias de Ligt. Coming on the field, number 14, Johan Cruyff. Number 17,
That has been knocked clear.
Son Heung-min.
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that was asking for too much. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
That is good alertness.
Los Angeles clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
It's not an especially good pass, that. France now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them.
Los Angeles can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And this is Cruyff. Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
2 added minutes.
And that's
has
been won straight
indicated.
back. We are into stoppage time. Son Heung-min. Now it's Messi. Great vision. Decent chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very...
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
France against Barcelona.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the thick of it in the middle of the park, combining the roles of number 10, central midfielder, defensive midfielder. Sometimes he's even sweeper, so watch out for those late attacking runs from deep. And don't be surprised if he gets himself on the score sheet too.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, important interception. Now, who's going to be first to this? Makaleli. Aguero. And it's Azar. Engages and forces him off the ball. Cruyff. Now it's Aguero. Couldn't squeeze it through. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Nicely weighted ball. Cruyff. De Ligt makes the interception. That is ended up in no man's land. Cruyff. Cruyff stood his ground strongly. Marcelo delivers chance! He will be livid with himself.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Del Piero. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Barcelona are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. And it's made its way to him. Oh, what has happened here?
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Nicely aimed pass. Cruyff. And it's Cruyff. Now that looks a... Del Piero! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Half-time getting close now. That's very neat. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. No, he's not getting past him there. Now it's Aubameyang. And it's half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Substitution for France, number 23, Matthias de Ligt.
So right back into the action.
Aubameyang.
France really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really...
Oh, good climb! He's scored!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible, and the finish unearned. Just a keeper in his way, and the shot! And a neat finish! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal?
He leaps for it! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And yes, it's him again.
Substitution for France, number 15, Makalele.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
13,
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Batistuta threads one in. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Rooney tries to pass it through. Rijkaard. And it's Cruyff. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Out for a throw. And here's Batistuta. It's played through for him. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's found a way past. He's shifting through the gears here. France can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And that is a little undercooked.
Rooney really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard. Antonetti. Cruyff. Chiellini. This is a promising build-up. Great defending, strong and determined. Marcelo. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Rijkaard. There will be 4 extra minutes. De Paul. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seeming...